Topic of the day
Topic of
is,
the day.
should you be able to defend your home if somebody is invading it?
And just
No, that's an easy question. It's yes or no.
No, just to clarify.
I'd like to hear the answer.
That's
the answer, yes or no. Should you be able to defend your own home?
Just to clarify, we in both, and this is the difference between the countries that are next to each other, Canada and the U.S. Both have provisions in the law that you can defend yourself in your own homes, like for an intruder, et cetera, They just differ on how much, where that line is of force that you should be able to do in both countries.
Yeah.
If that person, that's the difference. Both say you have the right to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Neither country says if someone comes into your home, you should just put your hands up and let them take everything and hurt your family. Neither. They just differ on where the line is.
Okay.
Just to clarify.
So, in Canada, what are they telling us to do right now?
In Canada, legally, the difference is you are, and the word is reasonable force. That's a word that's being used. Reasonable force. And again, just like a lot of things in Canada, it's a case-by-case interpretation of the force that you use.
Okay.
The difference being in the States, you basically, when someone comes into your home, you can do whatever, within reason, whatever the heck you want to them.
I don't think it's even within reason. If they walk onto your property, in most states in the United States,
I think 15 out of 50 states in the U.S. do not adhere. They have some more protection that's similar. I'm sure I'd be surprised if California isn't one of them. A lot of the Democratic states will probably be a little bit less accepting of force, but yes, to a certain extent, they all have
the right to bear arms and the right to defend your property.
Yeah. Again, varying within states.
In Canada, we aren't really allowed to.
Well, you are. You just, the question is.
So here's the question.
Yeah.
Then. Let me put a situation in front of you.
Yeah.
You're at home.
Yeah.
Your door gets broken into.
Which it has happened. Weren't home, but it has happened.
While you're home.
Okay.
While you're home, you hear noises downstairs
Yeah.
of people in your house.
Yeah.
And you say, hey. And they just say, what are you going to do about it?
Right.
What are you going to do about it?
I'll do whatever it takes to protect my family.
And what is that?
Well, we're not allowed to have guns, so I won't have a gun.
So are you
I'll have
willing?
a baseball bat.
But are you willing?
If a baseball bat's there, I'm going to use it.
Are you willing to go to prison
to protect my family? 100%. 100%. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the question is, why should you be worried about going to prison?
Well, first of all, in that moment, I don't think anybody's worried about that in the moment.
People are. Especially right now.
I think afterwards they're worried about it.
With the way the news is going right now.
Yeah.
And the stuff that's going on in the news in Canada about saying, leave your key fobs at the door. Yeah. Don't do any force. Like, ask them to leave. Call 911.
It doesn't say
hide.
Don't do any force.
Hide.
They're not saying don't do any force.
Hide.
Yeah, the fleeing is one of the acceptable things that you can do in Canada.
So this is what you're supposed to do. This is what
these are some suggestions of some people.
They are.
The law in Canada does say you are allowed to use some force, but the term is reasonable. So in other words, the argument is saying, yeah, you can use reasonable force. Again, that's for a court to determine later. Unfortunately, you might be going to a courtroom for this thing. But
so
you're not say a bunch of teenagers come into your home and they ransack the place. You aren't allowed to take a sword and cut them in half, all 5 of them.
So you're not. That's right.
Right.
Let's say you're like, okay, well, I'm going to physically remove them from my house because they're teenagers.
Yeah.
They're 140 pounds. They're just kids trying to steal stuff.
Yeah.
And you physically remove them from your house.
Right. Depending on what you're using, it can be seen as excessive. Yes.
Meanwhile, your wife has called 911.
Yeah.
The police show up 30 minutes later. Yeah. And now you've been beaten up.
These are 2 different questions. One of the answer that I'm going to give as to what I think what I would do and what I understand the laws in Canada. Not that I agree with them, but I understand their logic are 2 different answers.
So you're okay with breaking the law?
If it's to, yes, I will break the law to protect my family. I'm okay with anything to
But
protect
what
my
if
family.
what if your family doesn't need to be protected? What if they just should stay upstairs?
If they're safe, why would I? Yes, of course. If they're safe, they're safe.
And you went downstairs and there's people breaking into your house.
Yeah. I'll do whatever I can to remove them from my house. Yes. Again, we don't have guns, so I'm not using a gun. If let's say I have
And
a
your
baseball
address
bat, I
is-
do have a baseball bat. Well, we're in Canada. Who has guns? You don't have a gun.
Oh, there's a lot of people that have guns.
You have a gun?
I don't have a gun.
No. Most of us don't have a gun. Most of us don't have guns.
A lot of people have guns.
And that
you'd be very surprised at how many people have guns
who live in the city
in their house.
Who live in the city of Winnipeg.
Yes.
Okay.
I could name probably 5 people that I know
that have shot them in the last year
that have
in Winnipeg. Yes. I can understand rural Manitoba.
Not shot them.
Rural Manitoba.
Not shot them. Not shot guns.
Right.
But have guns.
Who have shot them
in their homes.
Who have actually fired them in the last.
Oh, they fired them in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like these guns have been fired.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that these guns are in their home. So don't say that there's nobody with guns.
I'm not. I didn't say there was nobody. I said there aren't many.
It's not like in the United States where they have handguns, or they can have.
Yeah, and we don't want to go too much into because
the gun safety
totally
thing. That's a whole different.
And we've talked about that, and you get a rabbit trail.
But in terms of defending your family, defending your house,
yeah,
do you not feel that the police in Canada right now are basically saying, "We're telling you, just leave your fobs at the door."
Yeah,
whoa.
Yeah,
hide. Don't leave. Don't engage.
Yeah.
So the police, who are there to serve and protect you.
Yeah.
And I love police, by the way. I have nothing against the police.
Yeah.
But the government and the people that are leading the police right now are saying, well, the best offense is the best is
that's
a defense.
You have to remember that's what the police are being told too, right?
Yes.
To de-escalate without physical confrontation. That's
how many
the big
times,
thing that you're being taught.
How many times do you see a police officer discharge their weapon and then have to go to court for it?
Right. And again, that's why police are being taught now to engage with people and get them to calm down without physical force, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're
and police get hurt,
right? Yeah.
And that's why a lot of places there's body cams now for all the police.
Yeah.
People are setting up cameras all over their house. The same reason why you shouldn't be a Karen is the same thing that is going to protect you when you've had to have some force to do something.
It is unfortunate that you're referencing a couple of, I believe, a couple of incidents that happened in Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say Ontario is because the people that were charged with that, I think Premier Ford came out saying he just was baffled by it. He came very much on the stance of the homeowner, that things have to get changed.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a conservative leader, and that's typically conservatives will have those opinions. Liberals,
other than his pouring out of the Canadian whiskey the other day,
right? So
did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. Different topic. We don't want to get into that. But he's coming up very much in that conversation for the homeowner, right?
Also, as Canadians, we've been told elbows up.
Right.
Let's defend Canada.
Not physically.
Well, isn't that what elbows up means?
No, he means like
elbows up is the reference to a hockey play where you keep your elbows up and people won't come into the corner.
Never talk about physical altercations
unless it's an election.
Yeah, I think it's more about a mental voting against a certain group of people who are the evil conservatives and the evil Republicans, and that was vote for us. We're going to fight for you and get all those tariffs reversed and
increased.
Not kowtow to the evil Trump and see how that's gone. Yeah, that's another thing. But I don't want to get into.
It's a whole different topic.
Yeah, whole different topic.
I'm not prepared.
You said the elbows up. But he's not talking physically, like literally give someone an elbow.
I know, but that's the term. The term elbows up.
I don't think in Canada
means defending yourself.
I don't
when
think
someone goes in the corner in hockey, if you get your elbows up, you're defending yourself.
Again, I think it's not necessarily literal in that physical way. But anyway, that's just my thought on that. So going back to the whole thing about Canada's always been more of a pacifist state. I don't know if it's ever going to go away from that. Americans are by nature aggressive. Their country was founded by revolution.
Thanks for watching the Greg and Tim Show clips. If you want, click the subscribe button right in the middle here, and then there's an episode in front of me and an episode in front of Tim. Click on them. Keep on watching. Keep on watching and share with your friends. Thanks for watching the clip.
Cheerio.